School is the most important thing in your life. And while I hate school, I got a PhD. And I hate school. I hate everything about it. So somebody say, E, if you hate school so much, why you get a PhD? Because I hate school, but I love options. You can have average skill, but you can't have average will. You can't have average will. Like your will has to be phenomenal. You have to see basketball as the gateway. It's like a passport. Basketball is just your way to get in, and then once you get in, boom, then you dominate. So I'm telling you, you're not taking a test because they're giving you the test. You're taking a test that's about to change your life, your mama's life. And I know if you take the test serious, you'll kill it. When you go through your go-through, your siblings are watching you. When you go through your go-through, your friends are watching you. When you go through your go-through, your parents are watching you. And people will use your strength to get through their stuff.
Yo, what up? It's your boy, E.T. Welcome to another edition of Free, I said it, freesummerschool.com. Knowledge is the new money. Knowledge is the new money. Get you some, right? I don't care if you're in elementary school, middle school, high school, college. Listen to me. There are no accidents in life, right? I wish I would have had this when I was 13, 14, 15. There's no accidents. Like I used to tell all the time, that was an accident. There is no Eric. There's no accident. That is an accident. I didn't mean to do, or you didn't mean to do it, but it's not an accident. You made a choice, right? Okay, B, give me the sound the alarm. B, sound the alarm. Choices, not chances. Choices, not chances, determine your destiny. Choices, not chances. Choice. Look, I'm looking at this version of E.T. versus the homeless boy versus the one eating out of trash cans, stealing from the grocery store, robbing the mall. I'm looking at this E.T., you know what I'm saying, running from security or police. I don't know who they were at Northland Mall. I don't know, but getting away from them jokes. The time I got caught, I wanted to get caught. I was like, I'm tired of running. Like, I'm tired of playing these games. Listen to me, y'all. That E.T. that was like dressing crazy, wasn't taking showers, didn't have access to water, brush my teeth. Like, yo, I realized that dude wasn't an accident. That I like, E, how'd you get? You're not supposed to be here. You feel me? How'd you get homeless? You ain't supposed to be here. How'd you become a high school dropout? You're not supposed to be here. Nobody's supposed to be. How did it happen? It was choices that I made. Choices to be disrespectful to my parents, choices to be insubordinate, choices to, not do my schoolwork, like choices to have ego or pride, be anger, resentful, jealous. Just the choices, man, the choices that I made. And maybe I made the choice when I was 6 or 7, by 8, 10, I didn't want to do my schoolwork. I just wanted to play games, rebellious, you know what I'm saying? Like stupid rebellious. I'm, independent spirit. I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it my way. And all those choices start to add up. And every year I put them choices in the ground, them seeds in the ground, and they would grow trees of resentment, trees of laziness, trees of, you feel me? And guess what? Okay, what is a person who don't want nothing in life, who don't want to do what they told? Like, what's the reward for that? It's homeless. It's homeless. It's not having, a stable life. It's eating out of trash can, eating out of, McDonald's, eating out of grocery stores, stealing food. It's not having gear. It's walking in the winter months of Detroit with nowhere to go, frostbitten, doggone scene like it. Right? Come on. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you isolated from not going to Thanksgiving with the fam, not doing the Christmas boy, not getting no gifts? By myself, isolated. Come on. It wasn't by chance. I just woke up. Like, imagine this. I'm doing all my homework, being obedient, cleaning my room, cleaning the kitchen, the right way, not half doing it, taking the trash out, respecting my parents, you know what I'm saying? Got a curfew, keeping that curfew, waking up in the morning, going to school, busting out all my homework, knocking out all my assignments, homework assignments, taking tests, exams, quizzes, showing up for class, raising my hand, participating in the class. You mean to tell me all that's going to end the homelessness? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. I just be real. It doesn't happen. It was the opposite. I was doing the opposite of what I just told you. And that's why I was homeless. That's why I was living in the abandoned building. That's why I was eating out of trash. Come on, I want y'all to see it. It's choice, not chance. You run around here talking about it's this person's fault, it's that person's fault. No, it's your fault. You making choices. Life don't give you what your mama, like, I'm just being real. Life ain't about to reward you with your mama's choices. Nah, you live with your mama, some stuff like that. But in the long, I promise you some choices I made to get my GED. That even though I didn't finish school on time, I made a choice. I was gonna stick with it. The master's, the PhD. It's just some blessings that I get putting out free content. It's just some different choices I made. And I'm in my studio right now. I'm in my studio, y'all. I'm in my studio. Things have changed because I made different choices. Are you hearing me? You making choices. You're making choices, and them choices are not chance. Them choices are leading you. It's the course of life. Your choices are determining your course. Your choices determine your course. Don't make it your mama fault, your daddy fault. Don't make it their fault. Make it your friend's fault, your cousin's fault, your sibling's fault. You made some choices, and the course. Every choice you make, the course of life is lining up with the choices you made. And ain't no chance. Ain't nothing happening by osmosis. Ain't nothing happening because you made some choices. And if you're not where you want to be, go back and look at the choices you made and start making different choices. Because I did. I stopped blaming my mother. I stopped blaming my mama for getting pregnant with me when she was just a teen. I stopped blaming my father who decided for whatever reason he wasn't going to rear me daily. Like he wasn't going to be in my life. Like I made a choice, Eric. Your mama made a choice. Your daddy made a choice. That's over with. Now, what choices are you gonna make for you now? This don't have to do with your mama no more. This don't have to do with your daddy no more. You ain't 6. You ain't 5. You a grown man. You a teenager at that time. Make some different choices. And I made some different choices, young people. And those young people, those choices got me where I am right now. And I'm super happy. And I'm super grateful for these choices. I'm super grateful for these rewards. What choices are you making? No, what choices are you making? Not the people around you. What choices are you making? And even the people around you are making terrible choices. Life's going to bless you with the choices you're making. Small steps, great distances. Now you know. Let's go.
Knowledge is the new money. Get you some.
Get you
Dr.
some.
Eric Thomas, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. I'm your host, Quincy Harris. Before we start, we talk about it all the time. Boundaries. Set boundaries. We're not saying, he says it before. We're not saying don't play video games. We're not saying don't have candy. But like, come on, help your parents help you be the best you. Set some boundaries, E. That's all I got for them right now.
Hey, are you when they eating the candy, they ain't helping you help them.
Because now you gonna have to go to the dentist. Now you gotta go to get cavities, and then you too young, and then I gotta take you to a special dentist. Oh, am I getting too personal? I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Hey, I've come to realize you do. I come to realize you do that from time to time, so we good.
I'm just saying, they don't take that special insurance at the cavity dentist for kids over,
right.
It's
under
all
a certain age, baby. It's all cash. Absolutely.
Help me help you be the best you. That's all. E, we're talking about no accidents in life today.
Yeah. It's got to be accidents, I thought. It's got to be. I'm homeless. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be an accident. I'm not supposed to be homeless at 16. When I got older, bro, I realized there's no accidents, it's decisions. Just being real, bro. There's no accidents. There's no accident that I was a high school dropout. You know what I'm saying? No accident. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was killing it academically and then I just failed, one semester. I just never took school serious. So I just want to say to somebody out there, do you like the way you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? If you don't, make better decisions, flat out. Like go back, reverse engineer. Okay, I got kicked out. It's an accident. No, it's not. You weren't doing what you're supposed to be doing. You had your boys over at the crib. They ate all the groceries. They left beer cans everywhere. They used the barbecue grill, didn't clean it. You lied and said wasn't nobody at the house, even though it's meat on the grill. You stupid. You never clean up the beer cans all on the ground. You lied. You disrespected your mother. You walked out and you told your father, get out your way. It's not an accident. It's called decisions. So I just want to say, stop lying to yourself. It's no such thing as an accident. It's the daily, not even a decision you make every blue moon. It's the daily decisions. What is it, Moose? Help me out. It's thoughts become action, words, and words become act. What is that? Somebody say what it is. What is that?
Your thoughts lead to your emotions.
Yeah.
Your emotions lead to your actions, and your actions lead to your results.
Absolutely. That's what Moose just said.
Well, listen, Moose, talk to us, man. No accidents in life.
Yeah, I'm a how person, Q. So I always like to speak on how. I mean, I think he explained to us, right? Like where he ended up, it wasn't by osmosis. It wasn't like, whoa, how did this happen? There was things that he did that led him there. And just like that, where he is now, he took some different actions, made some different decisions, and now you see him where he is today, right? So I think they go hand in hand. But I'm a how person. And one of the best lessons that I've learned to really embrace that, it was this concept of taking ownership. So I stopped every time something bad happened to me. I stopped saying, oh, but it happened because Q said he was going to do that. He didn't do it. And then Kel also told me he was going to go there and he didn't go. And no matter the outcome, I started asking myself, what could I have done differently to create a better outcome? And I started pointing the finger back towards me and saying, you're responsible for you because no one is going to care for you the way you should be caring for yourself. So if you want better results, better outcomes, right? Point the finger back and say, man, what could I have done differently instead of just pointing to other people saying it's their fault?
Candace, talk to us. No accidents in life.
Amen. No, I'm just really soaking up what E and Mustafa said. And one thing that stuck out to me when it comes to accidents, or it's two things. One was like, and it was funny because I literally wrote down the accidents of other people. And then Moose was like, you can't hold on to that. So, but I wanted to pause on this for a second for me, because sometimes when you think about as a kid, there's some things that's happened in your life, just as Kel kind of alluded to it a little bit in talking about our family. But, mom, being on drugs, going into the foster care system, going through different situations, that is a mistake or accident that has been placed on you, and you're trying to navigate what that is. So I would say from that perspective is acknowledge, hey, this has happened, right? But you can't let that accident or somebody else's accident becomes your accident or your bad decision or your mistake. So you can't let it ripple. You have to stop and say, no, this is going to stop here, and I'm going to make a better decision. And even in going back to what E said, one thing that I want to leave you with is the fact that it's never too late to start turning those decisions around. So if you say, yep, I've made some bad decisions, I've got, some bad results. Right now, you can start making a good decision, and it will start rippling and growing and snowballing, and you can change your whole situation if you start now. So don't give up. If you say, yep, that's me, I'm all about excuses. Yes, I'm going to keep calling it accidents, but no, do like Moose said, take that accountability, and you can turn it around right now. Pause the podcast. Stop, make a decision, make a resolve for yourself that you're going to turn it around.
The Q, I just wanted to ask Candace, why when it's bad, it's an accident, but when it's good, you know what I'm saying? We never use that term. When something good happened, we never say it was an accident. Or when something bad happened, we always go, that was an accident.
Gotta clean it up. Coach Val, Auntie Val, talk to us, because I know you have a plethora of stories and knowledge about this subject.
I'll take, Coach. I'll take it. So y'all know I looked it up, right? So an unfortunate incident that happens unexpectedly, typically resulting in damage or injury. So we don't plan for the damage or the injury. And we didn't expect, so no matter what steps we took to get where we are, we don't think about the consequences of our actions, be it positive or negative. We don't think about the consequences sometimes. We just want the right now emotional excitement of where we are. So we don't think about the accident that can come from it when you're texting and driving. No, you don't expect to have an accident because you're trying to get through the text, but there's consequences for your actions. So that's the act. So you're thinking it's an accident. Like he said, it's really not an accident. But like Candace said, things can happen to you because someone else's negligence. it can happen to you. So what I want you to understand is it's really what you need to focus on is the bounce back theory, the recovery.
Yeah.
How do I recover? And what I've been talking to teachers about right now is the pandemic bounce back. Okay, it happened, but how do I bounce back? And so what's the percentage? Life is 10% of what happens to you, but 90% of how you respond.
Talk that
So
talk.
the response is really important. Don't get caught up on the incident or the accident because you didn't expect it either way. But how do you respond to it? So let's work on that bounce back.
Charles Terry Jr., talk to us, bro.
All right, so I've heard it said a few times about accidents really being decisions. So it made me think of my youngest Jackson when he was younger. He loved to make his own bowl of cereal. That was a thing for him. Not sure why. He couldn't even hold up the gallon of milk. We already established this. So he made his own cereal. Now there's milk everywhere. We got a gallon. I mean, it's flowing. It's a river in there. I come around the corner. I'm like, what is going? Upset. First thing he says was, "Dad, it was an accident." No, what you did was you made a decision to not take the help that we offered you. So don't be guilty of not accepting the help and ending up in a place of an accident, because many things can be avoided. Now, we can make provisions. Now, what we did was we did make provisions. The man wants to make his own cereal. We made a little container and we put him some milk in there for a single portion. He can pour his own milk. So make sure you actually take the scenario, map it out, and make the needed provisions, but don't neglect the help because it always ends in an accident.
Yes. Kale, talk to us, bro.
Man, I could speak for an hour about just this, bro, because when I first heard the term "there are no accidents in life," like, to me, what's the opposite of accident? When you do something accidentally, the opposite of that is doing something on purpose. You feel me? Shameless plug. Hats say purpose, shirts say purpose, right? And what I mean by that is nothing in this universe that happens for no purpose. You know what I'm saying? Candace said it earlier. When my mom being on drugs and being an addict and us going to foster care, although that might seem like an unfortunate event, it had a purpose. You know what I'm saying? If that never happened, me and Candace wouldn't be sitting right here right now talking to you. Candace might have never met Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas might have never met Candace. Candace might have never met her husband, CJ. Candace might have never went to Michigan State if my mom never was on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might sound crazy to some people, but I believe in some form of predestination, but I also believe in divine design is what I would call it. I believe in divine design. I believe that God is the ultimate orchestrator of the universe. So he will put something in your life that you think is an accident, or he will cause something to happen to you that you think is an accident, but it'll lead your way to success. For example, I'll use a personal story. When I was 19, I got arrested for stealing from Target. No, I was 21. I got arrested for stealing from Target. And although accident, you know what I'm saying, I could claim accident all day. I had this total of 4 days in jail for that. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward to 2021, I can't get a job at the Boys and Girls Club because I have theft on my record. Me not being able to get a job at the Boys and Girls Club caused me to purchase an LLC for my graphic design company, Rich Purpose Design. And a year later, I'm a business owner doing graphic design. So those accidents, those little mistakes, stop thinking about life like, why did this happen to me? Oh, I'm so upset that happened to me. Start thinking in life about purpose. What was the purpose for this event? What is the purpose for these people being in this room together? What is the purpose for me meeting this person? Because nothing in life happens on accident. Everything has a purpose.
Kale, I cannot wait. I can't wait to go to your church, bro, because it's coming. It's something over your life, bro. If I just had a little bit of what you had at your age, I know we like 2 years apart. If I had just a little bit, a little bit, I'd be somewhere else. But that wasn't for me. That wasn't my design, Kale. Coach B, talk to us, bro.
Yeah, everybody so far has said the word decisions. And I think Auntie Val hit the nail on the head when she said there's two sides of this. There's the decisions that you made to create these accidents, right? But then there's also the decision of how do you view it? How do you think about it when those accidents happen? And so I make the decision every single day that I believe life happens for me and not to me. I decide to look at these things and say, what can I learn from this? I decide to feel as if I'm being prepared to do something great, not that things negatively are just happening to me for no reason. That's a choice that you get to make, right? So it's really easy at the end of the day to sit there and go, nothing's in my control. I don't understand what's going on. All these things are happening to me. But you have the choice to ask yourself some questions. Did I play a part in putting myself in this position? Can I learn from this? Can I grow from this in some way? Right? And as the great E.T. has said before, the more you learn, the more you earn. So you might as well take that mindset, open up your eyes to these things, that all these lessons that life has to teach you.
Yeah, listen, I want the students out there to become or try to become, you know, what is it called? Fortune tellers. Like, what is going to happen if I do this? Right? Like, I'd never forget back in the day, my friends, they would steal cars, right? Kids I grew up with, they stealing cars. I'm like, I probably don't want to get in the car with them because something bad may happen, right? And it did. Oh, you know what? If I keep hanging out with these guys, they're selling crack. This may not turn out good for me, right? So as a student, you have to start seeing, there are going to be accidents in life that you're just going to make, right? Because we still, as adults, make accidents. We still have accidents that happen, but you can eliminate or decrease the amount of accidents that occur if you can kind of just see what will happen if I do this. Like, if I hang out with E.T., right, and he's free and he's doing these things, maybe those type of things that happen to me, right? If I hang out with a person that's just sitting around, they don't want to, they don't want to grow, they don't want to dream, they don't want to work hard, what's going to happen to me? You have to start seeing the foresight, start having foresight. I know it's hard. I know you have chores. I know your parents are on you. I know you have a lot of homework. I know you're sitting in front of, the TV when you want to, be watching, other things on YouTube. But these are things that can help you. So if you can kind of develop that skill at the age that you're at now, it will help you out later on in life. E.T., talk to us, bro.
Man, I'm taking notes. I'm in my phone. I'm talking about, I'm getting it in. It's the sermons. This is week of prayers. This is Bible studies. This some free content, bro. I'll leave y'all with, what was said. I hope what you heard was that you have more control over your life than you think you do. That's what I hope you heard, that you really have. The keys is in your hand. You got, I want the key I want the key. Give me the knife, please. You got it, guys. You got it. Take it. Take it. I'm sorry, I went Eddie Murphy. My bad. I saw Val respond. That's Eddie Murphy. You got it, man. Use the key. Remember, we're not telling you to do this all at one time. Small steps, great distances, y'all. Now you know. Let's go.